this is Laura from LIVEVISIONZ.com, and I wanted to give you some information on the true nodes today. And what is a true node? It's where you need to go in your life, where you're, where you're meant to go, where you're meant to carry out in life, depending on the house it's in and depending on the sign it's in. So I'm going to be going through all the North Node information and the signs that they're in. That should help you out. But I want you to know that when you watch these videos, watch the video for the house it's in, and then watch the video for the sign it's in, because that's going to give you another meaning. So you're going to have to combine them a little bit, okay? So I'm going to give you an example. My North Node is in the 5th house, okay? And it's in Capricorn. Well, the 5th house represents Leo, okay? So what this means is, you know, I'm meant to do something creative in my life, and I may be known for it, but it also means that I'm going to do this independently. Like, I'm not going to count on anybody else, because Capricorn is like you're doing it by yourself, you know? And Capricorn is also very serious, you know? It would mean that, you know, I would want to do something, and what I find fun can be quite serious and, you know, job-like. You know, I could probably find fun in a job or something. But, you know, it depends, you know, where this is in, you know, and you have to look at the ruler to your 5th house too and find where that's in. So, like, my 5th house, you know, is Capricorn. So that shows that could have kids, not at all, or later in life. And then it also shows, and then I'm looking, okay, well, if I'm supposed to do something creative in life, well, what is it in? Well, the ruler to my 5th house is in the 10th. It's in the Saturn's in my 10th. So it says that I would be doing something in my career that would make me known for something. So that's just a little. And let's say you have your North Node in the 5th house, but it's in a different sign, like Libra. You know, you're going to be creative probably with a partner. And you got to find the where Venus is to give you more information on a partner doing what, you know. So you got to look at that. Or if the ruler to your 5th house is also in the 5th house, then maybe you'll be known for children. Maybe you're going to have gifted kids. Anyway, this is just a little spin on it, and I just wanted to let you know that there's more than just the house placement. You got to look at the sign too. So you'll probably be watching 2 videos for this. All right, well, this is a little intro, and I hope you kind of understand where I'm going with this. If you have questions, just put them below. I will try to get back to you. I also work and do readings, so I can do what I can, you know. Anyway, I hope this is helpful for you, and here come the videos. Hi, this is Laura from LiveVisions.com, and I wanted to give you some information today, which is really hard because the sun keeps blaring in, and I'm like, anyway, I wanted to give you some information today about the North Nodes, and it's also, the North Nodes also use, the name synonymously is also True Node or Rahu, okay? And it's where you're going in life, what you're working toward in this lifetime. So, when you have your North Node in the 10th house or Capricorn, what does it mean for you? Well, if it's in your 10th house, it means that you're working toward career. You're working to not be reliant on maybe a partner or friends or other people emotionally. It means that you're working on becoming, I want to say, independent in the way of your job, and also emotionally independent, not using other people maybe as an emotional crutch for yourself. You know, like, I feel this way, I can't do it, I need help, all this. No more, you know, universe won't support it. So, like, in the past life, you could have been like a housewife, and maybe you had kids and you were very nurturing, you know, and all about the home and all about the family. And in this life, you're like, workforce? What do you mean workforce? You know, like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Like, you know, you may feel like you want to cling to this home and family life, you know. You may feel like maybe you had a husband support you, or maybe in your past life you had money, so you know you didn't really worry about my finances so much. And now you're in a position where perhaps you need to work, and you're like, well, how am I supposed to do this all by myself? And you know, And you're working on being less needy emotionally. You know, in a past life, you could have been very sensitive, nurturing, but yet needy, okay? So you're naturally going to be nurturing to people you meet. You're naturally going to still have that, make you feel comfortable. Oh, come over, let me cook you a meal. You do that housewife home thing, great, you know, because you mastered it in your past life. And you're still going to have that nurturing kind of nature, you know? But in this life, you have to let go of maybe using other people as an emotional crutch. So in this life, you may tend to call your friends or family a lot and say, what do you think about this? Or I need your help with this. And I need this emotionally happened and I need your advice. And what do I do? What do I do? And you need to get away from that. You know, this life is, you're becoming more independent. You know, you're going to create a career on your own. And you need to not depend on others as much, you know. So you're learning, you know, structure, you know. Capricorn is all about structure. You're learning to create a solid foundation for yourself, by yourself, without depending on others from their past, you know, in a past life. Okay, now if your North Node is just in Capricorn itself, well, you have to apply what I just said to the house it's in. So watch the other videos on that. But I want to say this, you could be maybe prone to codependency, and because you feel like, I just can't do it alone, I need your help, or you may feel like this need that you have, that maybe emotionally or just maybe other people through attention or whatnot, that you feel like, you know, I need, this is so sunny, is this helping? Okay. You may feel like, I just need their help, and computer, and I can't do it alone, and I need it. You may have this thing recurring in you, like, I need this person, or I need to call them, I need their input, I need their advice, I need, and you may feel that you're not getting it from other people, or they're pushing you off a little bit. And there's a reason for that. The reason is because you're learning to do it by yourself. And the sun is crazy in my house. It's a little better, I guess. Anyway, but you're learning to do this alone, you know? So you may feel like, you know, because you're so used to being around people, and you're so used to getting help from others in the past life. So in this life, it's like you feel like isolated a little bit. You feel a little alone, you know? But you will, the universe is backing you. Go for your career. Even if you think that you're doubting yourself, just go for it, you know? Just don't depend on others. You got to depend on yourself, you know? Become independent. That's another thing. You're like, well, you know, like, maybe, like I said, you could have been a housewife in the past life, you know? This whole independent thing is like, are you crazy? You know? But you could come up with some great career ideas, you know? You could, what else? I want to say entrepreneur, you know, you're working toward that. It's uncomfortable at first, but once you get there, you'll feel good. Now, this is something that won't be easy for you. Just, you know, wherever your true node is in your chart, you're working toward it, and it's hard because you got your past life influence that you kind of need to let go of. And a lot of people don't know, oh, I need to let go of this. And they continue with the past life, you know, clinginess or advice on others, or I need a partner to do this business with. And just so you know, I don't think it would be a partner. I think you'd probably be doing this on your own. So whatever you're doing, and again, don't quote me, it depends on what else is in your chart, but for the most part, I think that your whole thing is not to be dependent on others. So anyway, I hope you like this video, and if you have questions, let me know. Oh, also too, you're working on not letting everyone else's problems be yours. Because in a past life, you could have been like, oh, what is wrong? And let me help you. And, you know, nurturing everybody you meet kind of thing, or anybody with a problem, you wanted to be there and mother them and take care of them. But in this life, you know, you're working on, you may get overwhelmed by other people's stuff, you know. So your whole thing is you need to be a little bit more cold, more thinking about yourself and your career. And you need to be a little bit more, not just independent, but like black and white thinking. Like, you know, your natural inclination is maybe, oh, well, maybe they had a bad day, or you know, maybe if I talk to them or whatever. So I think as time goes on, you're going to be, you know what, it doesn't matter what it is, it's wrong, and I need to say something. You know, you may become more cold. What I'm saying, like cold in business, or you may be, you're learning to be more about the bottom line instead of emotion and everything. You're looking to take emotion out of business, you know. And again, if your North Node is not in the 10th house, but it's in Capricorn in some other house, let's say it's your 5th house, okay? Well, your love affairs, you're not really, you may be more cold in love affairs. You know, you're learning to be a little bit more detached in some way, because you could have been full on in their early dating life, you know, like all emotional. And then later on, you're like, you know what? I'm going to be cautious next time. I'm going to hold back my feelings, and we're going to see, you know. So, you know, that can play out that way. So you have to really look at the house it's in and the sign it's in. And because you're working toward the sign of Capricorn, that would make you're working on becoming less emotionally involved. Not that you're going to be totally cold and bitchy or anything, you know, no. But you're learning to put things in perspective and not allowing other people's problems and their situations overwhelm you and becoming your issues. See? And you can't mother everybody. I think you're going to learn that too. You can't mother everybody. And, you know, in a business, it's business. You can't be, you know, you're going to have to be a little bit more tough. You know, tough love kind of thing. So that's what you're working on. Anyway, I hope this video was helpful for you. And like I said, I'm having classes in November. Basics and aspects coming up. Also, I changed my website. So if you guys have questions, and you know, I noticed a few people went to the Ask Astrologer page, and you guys were so confused. Like, some people didn't do their PayPal, but sent me all their birth information and were asking questions. And other people were, like, sent their money, but sent me their birth information and didn't ask questions. And so I made it foolproof now, where you have to do your PayPal button first, then you fill out the form, and then you fill out right under that what service that this was for. You have to use the same email address that you used on PayPal for the form. So I know, okay, this person goes with this question. Anyway, so I changed the website so things will be more clear. So if you would like to do that and you don't really want to get a natal report because it's 120, and you'd rather just do the Astrologer for 25, well, go right ahead, but just make sure, do PayPal first, then do the form. Make sure you use the same email address for PayPal and the form, and make sure you write on the form that the service that you're buying at that time. Okay? All right, well, I hope this clears up the confusion. Hi, I wanted to add a little something to this video. I forgot. That, you know, if you have your North Node in Capricorn, you may very well be really overly emotional, you know, and you may tend to want to spend time at home a lot, and so you need to get out there, you know. Also, you may tend to, you may tend to make excuses for things, you know, and not take ownership of things. So this is stuff you got to stop doing, that because you're working toward becoming independent and taking ownership and creating stability in your life, and you're not going to get there if you keep doing those things. But yeah, you feel very comfortable at home, and you may not want to go out, but you know, you're going to need to stop. This sun is just crazy. You're going to need to kind of stop that a little bit. But anyway, I just wanted to add that so you knew. And you may be overly emotional, and your partner might say, oh my God, you're so emotional. What the heck? But you're working on toning that down and becoming a little cold, not super cold, but a little colder. Happy medium, you know? Anyway, I just wanted to add that information. And the sun is blaring in my house. Oh, I want to get a new video recorder. I so do. Anyway, if you have questions, leave them below, and thanks for watching.